Hello and welcome to the AMCP podcast series, Listen Up, as we take a deep dive into the challenges, trends, and opportunities in managed care pharmacy. Follow the show's social hashtag at AMCP Listen Up, and to learn more about AMCP, visit amcp.org. I'm your host, Fred Goldstein. On this episode, my guest is Erica Klinger, VP Marketing at AMCP. Welcome, Erica.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Really enjoying the conference so far. How about yourself?
Absolutely. It is electric.
It really is. Between the floor, which was really high activity, and a number of the sessions I've been to, they've been packed and really great information. So thoroughly enjoying it. So why don't we start? Give us a little bit of your background and also what you do for AMCP.
Great. Well, I joined AMCP a little over 6 months ago. I have about 30 years experience in really brand engagement, digital advocacy, and marketing. And so at AMCP, I head our team, which runs the social media, all our digital marketing campaigns, all the websites and microsites, kind of overall brand manager of the AMCP voice. And we have a lot of exciting things coming up this year.
So you're pushing out all of the tweets, all the LinkedIn, and the rest of it.
Yes, and my background particularly is really in the digital technology. So we're really taking advantage of a lot of those digital tools to make sure that we have the platforms and the technology to deliver information to people at where they're at. So at the time that they want and based on who they are and how they interact with AMCP.
And we're actually here to talk about something really cool that I think you've recently launched. Is that correct? We Are MCPs?
Yes. It is a campaign, and it's actually, I call it a platform, a brand platform. It's really an opportunity to talk about what we do as a managed care pharmacy community. And so this includes all managed care professionals, and it's really kind of an opportunity to engage people, bring new people into the community, and share more about what we do.
What was the reason for initially launching this?
Well, when I came to AMCP, and I had previously worked in the Generic Pharmaceutical Association, AAM, DC, for 7 years, and I knew about AMCP, I knew about managed care, working in pharmaceuticals. I understand the importance of making sure patients get the medicines they need at the cost that they can afford. Everything is about access. What I didn't understand is I saw kind of the power and the opportunity of managed care pharmacy. Those are the analysts. Those are the people kind of behind the scenes, the unsung heroes, and maybe not patient-facing, but really working to make sure populations of patients are getting the medicines they need. And I really don't think people really understand the value that they provide to the whole healthcare system. And on top of it, I met a lot of people that didn't necessarily know they were called managed care pharmacists. And so that kind of sparked this campaign on, well, we need to get the word out. We need to find out, share about the variety of settings that managed care pharmacists work in. They work at health plans, PBMs, pharmaceutical manufacturers, IDNs. They work for consultants and academia. And so, they're everywhere. And so I think that just people don't know, and they're very passionate about what they do. And I think sharing more about what managed care pharmacists do will also build more awareness about what AMCP does as the association for those professionals.
So when you talked about that and you mentioned what are some of the things that AMCP does that people need to really be aware of?
Well, they can play a really pivotal role in building awareness about managed care pharmacy. And I think that particularly what we do is we're really strong on the advocacy side. And so we are really raising awareness about ways in legislation that can impact and help patients have access to those medicines they need. And we find our members at AMCP are highly engaged in those issues. We have things like the IRA that is impacting healthcare end to end, and it's impacting patients. So people are starting to want to get more informed about those issues, how they impact their lives, and ways they can plug in and advocate for lower drug prices.
So tell us, how can individuals, obviously you're working to create this movement, which is fantastic, which I do think a lot of people, especially outside of pharmacy, but even within it, as you mentioned, don't understand what managed care pharmacy is. And I know, having been involved in some of the policy work and what you're doing, you really are advocating for the patient to try to make this access available. So how can the pharmacists themselves get involved in this?
It's a great question. And I think that when you take something that, we look at the healthcare system and people talk about how complex it is. Well, we need a campaign and a platform that's not complex. So we created something very simple: Managed Care Pharmacy Professionals, MCPs. So when I came in, the short form, the acronym. So we started talking about MCPs. And so when I was at the conference, I look at the energy of the people that we spoke about at the beginning, and we wanted to showcase that energy. So we wanted to celebrate the positivity of a larger managed care pharmacy community. And we also wanted to build awareness about the AMCP brands, initiatives, and programs. And so we drive people to a landing page that talks about what we do. And we also have links there to our new AMCP Research Institute, BBCIC, how they can donate and fund through the AMCP Foundation, JMCP, AMCP Learn. There are so many things that AMCP does that we want the general community to understand.
So what is the link at AMCP to get to that information?
So the URL is wearemcps.amcp.org. And then on that landing page, they will find a few ways that they can engage. And so there's 3 different things we ask them to do. One, they can use our Instagram lens. So there's a link to our Instagram page where they can actually create a Polaroid photo, take a snapshot, and share that on social media. They can also take part in a challenge on what their MCP superpower is and tag 3 other people to join. What is your superpower? Have you thought about it, Fred?
That's a great one. I guess it's trying to enlarge a communication base, maybe, right?
Smart. I think that is absolutely correct. I would think mine is like resiliency. I really never give up. And I think the last one we asked them to do and people took part in is taking a virtual photo, and so they can be part of the community and mosaic wall right here at our event.
Yeah, and I saw the wall downstairs. Talk a little bit about how that thing works. It looked really cool.
Yeah, so people are just taking their photo, and they're one of I think it's about 2,000 mini 2x2 Polaroid photos that make up a larger surprise message that people will see at the end of the event.
Wow. And they'll be able to find that on the website as well when that comes out?
Yes, so we actually, people can engage virtually as well and be part of the wall, so they don't even have to join the event. But at the end, we want to create a better tomorrow for patients and a community made up of all different stakeholders. So we invite people that are here at the event, also people that are out there that work with managed care pharmacy professionals to be part of the larger community.
Really a fantastic initiative. And I would assume, have you heard any interesting responses from the individuals here at the conference? Yes,
I heard people are like, well, we'll be using MCPs. You've just rebranded to MCPs. And I was like, okay, I don't know if that was 100% the intention, but if people want to use it, it's easier to use. And I think it's just a way that people can really celebrate the work that they do.
Yeah, it really just makes sense for people. One, obviously they can identify their profession, their expertise, the areas they're focusing on, and use that to help the broader community understand what it is managed care pharmacy does. Really an excellent idea. Do you have any sort of higher, longer-term ambitions maybe? I know it's very early. I would assume you would hope this would continue to grow.
Yeah, I mean, we absolutely want to make sure that this is not something that's a one and done. We'll be using this and evolving this throughout the year. We have some of our member ambassadors. We have Janetta, Justin, Beryl, and we call them our super fans. And so they've been out there talking about this campaign. And so I would say through now and going forward, we're inviting everyone to record a video, talk about their superpower, talk about what they do, share that with the hashtag #WeAreMCPs.
And then they too can become super fans?
Yes, they can. And we hope we do that regionally across the United States and kind of build smaller communities having these discussions, figure out how to get more people to understand that they can go into managed care pharmacy as a track in their education and in their journey as a professional. And I talk to people, they have great work-life balance. They're happy on what they do. And so they're very eager to talk about the success they've had in their professional career.
Yeah, it's really kind of interesting when you think of managed care pharmacy, and I think about this from my days as a managed care executive running a health plan. It really allowed me to consider that I was helping a much, much larger population of individuals than I perhaps might have if I was working to run a clinic or things like that, although obviously very critically important, but to impact tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of lives positively by being in the managed care area and doing the right things for the individuals and make sure the benefits are set up right, et cetera.
Yeah, just in the AMCP member base that we have, they improve the lives of nearly 300 million Americans. There's not many people that can just say that they do that every day.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we close? Anything else you'd like to say about the conference?
No, I'll just say that I'm looking forward to Nexus, which of course will build on and be even better. So as someone that works in marketing at AMCP, if anyone has ideas, has ways to improve our conferences, they can always reach out to us. And since we manage the social media, just tag us, share your idea, engage, put comments on our posts. We really do listen to people. You do not have to be an AMCP member. We want to understand how we can help people, and I invite you to share your thoughts.
Well, fantastic way to end the show. And by the way, do we have a date for Nexus and location yet?
Yes, we do. Nexus will be this October, 14th through 17th in Las Vegas.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to that one for sure. Every Nexus I've been to is just a fascinatingly great conference. Really a lot of learning to get there and a lot of connecting as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed having you on, Erica.
Thanks, Fred. Very helpful. Always great connecting with you.
And thank you for joining us today. If you like this show, you can find all our episodes at amcp.org/podcast, on our show page at healthcarenowradio.com, or on your favorite listening platform by searching Healthcare Now Radio. You can follow our show's social hashtag at AMCPListenUp, and don't forget to share, like, and follow AMCP.org on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Fred Goldstein for AMCP. Until next time.